What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fins Talk. We're back at you with another one. Right now, we want to talk about the situation that continues to brew and linger on in Robert Quinn, defensive end of the Miami Dolphins, due $11 million this year. Dolphins look like they don't want to pay him $11 million to keep him on the roster with the cap hit. They're looking to go young and go ahead and have a whole new transformation of the team, and they're trying to actually basically just unload Robert Quinn. So how will this happen? You know, how can they get it done? They've given him permission. Sorry, y'all. They've given him permission to speak with the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. So we're trying to figure out what is going to be the end all be for Robert Quinn. Now, the Dolphins are it's starting to get messy to me because they're starting to look even more desperate. They already got rid of Tannehill and actually paid some of his salary, but they did it in the form of a signing bonus that he got up front for about $7 million or something like that. And now they're on the record saying they don't mind. They actually won't mind whoever they trade Robert Quinn for going ahead and paying some of his salary. So the Dolphins are really trying to unload Robert Quinn, but it might lead you to really ask why. Um, at this point, Greer has come out and literally said himself, he said, if we might even end up keeping Robert Quinn. He's a great player, this and that, that and this. And it's just a lot of funniness going on with the things that Greer says. I love Greer. I trust everything he does. And sometimes you got to play politics. So I'm behind him in that regard. I'm not questioning what he's doing, but I'm trying to read through him. And for him to say, he's a good player, he might end up staying on our roster. If that's the case, then why are we trying to get rid of him? But it makes me realize, hey, they're just trying to get themselves out of salary cap hill pretty much for this offseason. When I say this offseason, I know we're already in it, but I am talking about offseason in regards to free agency, trades, and the draft. Now, I'm actually starting to feel like the Dolphins are going to make a big move in the draft this year. I am literally starting to feel like the Dolphins are going to make a big move in the draft this year. Why do I say that? Because we already have 12 draft picks for next year. 12. We already have 12 draft picks for next year. We have assets sitting in our pocket. I am starting to feel like with this Robert Quinn move, trying to trade him, and of course they're trying to trade him for a draft pick, of course, because they're offering to pay salary, and they're probably going to do it the smart way in the form of a signing bonus again, so it doesn't hit their salary cap. Plus, they gain an asset in a draft pick. They're probably going to try to get a draft pick because I'm starting to feel like the Dolphins are going to be doing a lot of moving in the draft. And when I say a lot of moving, I'm not just talking about moving up from 13 to number 3 or number 1 or whatever it may be. I really do believe that we actually be using ourselves to move up, number 1, and not only move up, but trade some of those assets to move up again. Maybe get another second round pick. Take 2 of those 4s and get a second or something. I don't know what the asking rate is right now for a second, but they're positioning themselves, and it looks like change is here. And they're just trying to get rid of all the big salaries and own their picks. So I want everybody to be on the lookout for that. But the Robert Quinn situation, I personally feel like Robert Quinn still has a lot to offer at the defensive end position. I really do solely feel like last year his lack of production was not on him, but more so on our scheme, running a wide 9 when every offense we played literally put 6, 7 people on the offensive line, double teaming Cam Wake and Robert Quinn on many possessions, many times. And then a lot of teams had their opportunity. What they did, they also said, hey, let's tire these 2 in rushers because that's their only strong suit since their tackles are hurt. Let's tire these outside guys out by basically making sure we get rid of that ball within 1 to 2 seconds, quick passes. And you can see the fatigue on these guys coming into the 3rd and 4th quarter. I personally saw it on film. And that's not to say, Wow. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that. That's enough breaking news I got just now. We're gonna talk about it in a second. But anyway, but that's not to say that they still shouldn't have the motor even in the third quarter when they're worn down. But it's just something to look at. Robert Quinn, I personally feel like go ahead and trade the guy. Try to hurry up and get a draft pick for him. Get him out of Miami, not because we don't like him, but that's the direction our team is heading. We're going straight youth. We're picking up his replacement in the draft and in young free agency. So I'm all for the deal, especially at $11 million. You could possibly get some players out there at his caliber for about 6 or 7 at this point. That's still free agents. So just be on the lookout for that. I wanted to come to y'all real quick about that. I'm gonna go live again right after this and talk about this breaking news that just came through to reaffirm everything that I've been telling y'all about the term tanking. But this TD Fans Talk, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Robert Quinn, he's gonna be out of there, guys. If he does stay, it's because we just couldn't find anybody to get the deal done. That's it. But love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace.